Good afternoon, guys. So this weekend, yesterday, I finished up the back seat panel. It's in there. It's a little tight opening and closing it because of the foam, but it works perfect. So we're good. I didn't want to not bore you guys, but you saw how I did the bottom seat, so I did the top seat. So we are on the lift. The big girl is over there where the Volkswagen used to be. So this morning I have been dealing with, well, the COE, the plugs were fouled again, so when I fired it up, it was like blah, 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 blah. So, I don't know why they're fouled, because when I'm driving this around the neighborhood, I mean, I'm running it. Like, I'm thinking that carburetor needs to be jetted down, not so much fuel, but I'll talk to Mike a little bit about that. But anyway, I cleaned all the plugs, she fired right up, I parked it over there, and then this, of course, had a dead battery. This battery that was in here was from 2018, and it was a blemish battery at the beginning, but it wouldn't take a charge. So I went down this morning, and I got a new battery for this. So this has got its own little red top battery now, Group 35. Way more cold cranking amps than this little motor ever will need. But yeah, I put that in, it fired right up and just idled perfect. So we know that it runs, it sits, and it idles, and it moves. So we have to do this gas tank, right? What do we got to do do the gas tank? We got to take that engine out. So it's around 2:30 on Sunday. So let's see. I don't know. Let's see if we can get this motor out. I mean, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and let's just do this. So what I do know, to take this off, I got to take the bumper off, and then this apron plate comes off. That comes out. Some electrical stuff, the fuel lines, and I guess there's 4 bolts back there with the starter, and this thing should come out. I have my trans jack here. I'm hoping this will be okay to do this. I'm going to put some wood or cardboard here just so it doesn't rest up on that case. Any kind of weirdness, right? Right. So anyway, so this morning has been fudging around with all this stuff. So let's finally get some work done. Let's see if we can get this engine out and then go from there. I'm not saying this is going to be more than just getting the engine out, but this is the start of the series of pulling this motor out to make it better, to swap out the gas tank, take a look at everything that's going on with that, maybe paint up the tins a little bit, get a little bit fancy going on here. Might as well, because I have a whole new fan shroud. I have a Type 4 oil cooler, so it's really wide. So there's some fabrication that I have to do to the shroud to fit that bigger Doghouse. I got a bigger 37mm fan to go on the alternator. I've got a whole bunch of parts, and a lot of these parts that I've had them for like about 2 years since I bought the bus. I bought all this stuff, and it's just been sitting in a box because I was like, I'll get to it someday. But I did have that extra spare 1600 motor that was sitting here that came with the bus. I ended up selling that with all the extra Volkswagen parts that I didn't need because they were all for bugs, to a shop in Orlando. They came, bought it all, yeah, one straight shot. And I couldn't refuse the offer that he gave me for all the parts, including the engine and the transmission that we had sitting up here. It was a good time, we'll say that. Okay, so let's just start getting after it. I'm going to pull the bumper off. I'm going to pull that piece off, that little apron part, and then we'll go from there. So enough of me talking for about 5 minutes, and let's just do this. Let's get it done. Alright guys, so we are letting the gas tank drain a little bit because I got to pull that fuel line through the rear tin. But I'll bring you in here, show you what I unhooked already. And yeah, it doesn't seem to be going so bad so far. I don't know. So let me swap you around. Alright, so I disconnected the battery. I unhooked this, and then there was a wire down here. This was all into this harness. Let me move you out here, there we go. This is all this harness. So this one and this one went up to the alternator. And then this one right here went to the top post of the oil sending unit, pressure sending unit. And then this one right here went to the positive side of the coil. So that's undone. Luckily for me, the rear apron was only held on with 2 bolts. There's supposed to be these 2, and then there's supposed to be one up here. But it was just this one. I'm gonna see if I can get this off. Maybe weld a nut to it and back it out. And then these wires right here, this one went to this side of the oil pressure. I don't know, remember what it is. It's either a switch or something, I forget. And then this one goes right here. So like I said, I'm waiting for the gas to drain a little bit so I can pull this through to the back of the tin. And then there's 2 bolts on the bottom, and then there's 2 bolts on the top, and I think I have to take the starter out. So I may do that while this is draining, just draining out a little bit. So that's what we got. Sorry about this whole like angle of my face. Let me put you in there, bring you up, and there we go. So I'm gonna crawl up underneath there, get the battery or get the starter unhooked. Yeah, but I mean, it's not, so far so good. I mean, I've been into this, what? I don't know, 25 minutes maybe? But anyway, so let me get back after it. All right, guys. So she should be loose. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whoop. We had success. Motor's out, guys. We got it. Look at that. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, guys, so it's just two 13s for the straps. I have to undo my wiring harness here, right there, this, that one. Luckily, I have my sending unit as a plug, so I can just unplug it. Take that off. Put that over there. So I can stay connected there. And I didn't have to unhook the starter after all. Because the 2 bolts come through here. But I didn't have to take starter off. I forget it actually mounts to the transmission. The older ones mount to the case, I guess. But you can see here, yeah, see all that right there? All this grinding. This is where you have to open it up to have the bigger, when you swap over to 12 volt, I guess, starter. I guess that's a common thing. Anyway, let's see if we can get this gas tank out. All right, guys, engine's out. I did get the gas tank out. I'm not gonna put the new one in yet because I have to have a filter. There's like a little pre-filter that goes in for the drain for the fuel line. I'm gonna order that up. The original gas cap lid has no seal on it. So when you set it on there, kind of loosey-goosey. So I'm gonna get a new one of those before I put all that back in. And then I'm glad we got the engine out. Relatively easy. I don't know why I was sweating it so much. You know what? It's probably more about putting it back together. Taking things apart is always easier than putting things back together, right? Right. So, but we're going to be doing some modifications to that. I've got a Type 4 oil cooler that I bought about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, with a different shroud. So I have to make all that work. The shroud isn't even made for the Type 4 oil cooler. So I'll show you what we're going to do with that, what we have to do to the case to get all that to work, so we have a little bit better oil cooling going on versus just no Doghouse, just the oil cooler inside the fan shroud. Right? And there's a couple other things I want to look into as well. So we will pick up on this next weekend. Again, all I really had time to do was what I did today. Yesterday was kind of like, it was really bad weather. It was raining so hard here, like the whole area out here got flooded out. Not my property, but the next door culvert, just totally flooded out. But I did get the rear seat done. And like I said, I wasn't gonna show you guys doing that because you've already seen me do the 1/2, and it's the same process, right? Right. But anyway, thanks for coming out here and taking a peek at what I got going on this weekend, and go on and build something cool, guys. One weekend at a time. Catch you on the next one. Bye.